Hello everybody, today I'll show you how to prepare homemade cold brew as well the fantastic cold foam from Starbucks. So I'm gonna show you how to make this wonderful drink. You see it looks lovely, everything goes smooth. You can see the foam is a totally cold foam, is a iced coffee. You can do it at home, and the beautiful part of what I used pretty much my own coffee. So to prepare this wonderful thing, I just like the Guatemala coffee. They use it for regular brew type of coffee. This is all whole bean, and you can grind yourself, and it's all Arabica. I love it. And over here in the back it give you all the instruction how to brew it. So pretty much you can do it as an espresso, you can do it as a French press, you can do it cold press or whatsoever, and Starbucks already is telling them, but of course they want you to buy all their coffee. So I like this one, you can get a darker or whatsoever. So now what I'm gonna use to do the cold brew, I'm just gonna use a French press. Pretty much is very easy, the same like you do the French press, just instead of the hot water we're gonna use cold water. So to prepare the cold brew, we're gonna use the same measurement as you for coffee. Pretty much is 2 of these spoons for 6 ounces of coffee. That calculate, this one is for a venti kind of cup, Starbucks cup. So a venti has about 20 ounces. Calculated, you'll need about 7 spoons to make sure that you do a venti cup. Of course, when it comes to cold brew, is not all the coffee you're gonna brew overnight, but is some of it. They use a portion of it. So I'm just gonna make half of it, about 12 ounces. So I'm just gonna use only 4 spoons. Just grind the coffee as regular, so it's nothing special. You can grind the coffee the same as you do for your regular coffee at home when you brew it hot. So what I did, I went ahead and I put my 4 spoons of coffee, and again I'm using the Guatemala Antigua. I love it. I use it even as espresso. It's a wonderful coffee. Of course, if you like something a dark roast, you can get a different type of coffee, and then we'll fill it with water. So for the 2 cups I'm doing is pretty much gonna be up to half, up over here. That's measurement. There you go. So we're gonna do it as a French press, very easy. After we drop the coffee and pour the water, always use filtered water, okay? That's very important for your coffee. The taste is gonna be very different. So I'm gonna go ahead and press it twice, just to make sure that I mix all the coffee. Okay, 1, then I'll go back, and then the second time I'm just gonna go halfway, just to push the coffee down, so it's not gonna get any air whatsoever. So after we're done with this one, we're just gonna leave it in the refrigerator for 24 hours. So pretty much if you do it at 8 p.m. the next day at 8 p.m. will be ready, or whatever time you decide. So this is how they do the cold brew. This is exactly how you can do it at home. You can choose the coffee. Of course, they have the special coffee, you can get that one, but if you prefer something different, you can do it. I mean, nothing wrong with that. You're brewing exactly, just you brewing it with cold water instead of the hot water. You got in exactly the same flavor, and believe me, it tastes much better. So after we're done this one, we're gonna let it rest for 24 hours, and after that we can use it. So we assume this one is done, we'll put it aside. I already have the coffee over here, and I have a grande Starbucks cup that I use, is a glass cup. I love it. So pretty much how they do the cold brew, they'll fill it with coffee to the first line, and then they'll add water to the second line, and after that we'll fill it with ice, and they'll leave the leftover for the cold foam. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, and I fill both line. I like my coffee strong, so I want to skip that part. And as you see, okay, there you go. So after that they wanted to add ice, so we're just gonna go ahead and add some ice. Sorry, my ice is not perfect as Starbucks, but it works. This works. That works. Okay. There you go, and I'm gonna add some more coffee. Now we finished with the cold brew, it's all done. Now we're gonna do the cold foam. You know, this is a new trend at Starbucks. They're doing the cold foam. Today I'm gonna use a whole milk. You can use almond milk, coconut milk, or whatever kind of milk you like. And as a tool to prepare the cold foam, actually I found a really good solution. These blenders, you know, the handy one, they are perfect. What's happened, the blade is not is gonna create that perfect foam that Starbucks is doing, is blending at their stores, so it's lovely, and you're gonna see the difference. And you don't need to add nothing. So for a grande cup of cold brew coffee, you're gonna need about 100 milliliters of milk, or about 4 ounces. So after we got the milk, everything, so you see, you go inside, and then we're gonna go about 45 seconds. As you see, the foam is creating wonderful, and the mass is increasing, so the bubbles, the milk is aerating. Okay, there you go. You see, the volume is increasing drastically, and the foam's inside, so it looks perfect. Is all done, and now we go ahead and pour it. There you go, everybody. And you can go in Starbucks, you can ask the same drink, and if it doesn't look the same, and you could do it by yourself anytime. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a wonderful evening. Please don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more video. Enjoy it.